Are you used to the phantom quests now? If you feel you've earned enough experience within my pages, and wish to challenge Magusar, then speak to me. Although at this point, that would be suicide. Had she lied to me? She had told me from the very beginning.
Beware. I will kill you in an instant, if it furthers my aims.
But then something happened that made me wonder. She shielded me from a monster, as if prepared to die for me. But why? I have no value to one such as her. It made little sense. But whatever the case, it may be harder than I had thought to let this woman die. I was determined to overcome this fight.
Why did you look after me? I asked Sortiara as she awoke. I was dismissed.
Leave me be.
Her tone was not to be trifled with. As she took to her feet, she muttered something.
I felt at peace when I felt your touch.
Is that why she shielded me from that beast? A gentle touch. I meant it as nothing more. She gave me only curt replies.
Shut your mouth. Be quiet, half-wit. Is it death you crave?
Her answers were always the same and never rang true.
That's Sortiara. She keeps her heart under lock and key. But apparently she was pleased when you touched her back. She will soon grow quite close to our dear author. Go on, keep reading, and see for yourself.
It is beyond my control.
That was how she explained the bloodlust within her.
The sight of blood disgusts me.
Sortiara said this with a sigh. She continued despondently.
Yet no one believes me.
I told her that was not true. She calmed herself and said,
Thank you.
We heard a howl from dead ahead. The appointed victim of our, no, my, ordeal. I finally understood my partner, and the ordeal would soon end. I knew this was coming. I knew that our partnership was cursed. And that one of us would have to die.
I am lucky you're my partner. Now, let us be off. Slow me down and I'll be coming after you next. Make the sacrifice! Put the bloody thing out of its misery! Slow me down and I'll be coming after you next. Make it rain. I'll bleed you dry. Is it joy?
Please, spare me my life.
We survived. The monster was vanquished, and we both had our lives. But all was not well. Half of all who undertake this ordeal forfeit their lives. That much was unmistakable. Indeed, that is why I was careful not to grow too close to Sortiara. But nevertheless, the truth was simple. I thought of her as a friend. I realized this was dangerous. My resolve was being tested. My resolve as a sorcerer. There was only one thing to do. I had to make a sacrifice for the ordeal. I had to sacrifice the life of my partner.
Quite a mad indoctrination, was it not? The vile sorcerer's ordeal. Could you walk over an ally's corpse to achieve your goals? For that's the sort of metal the ordeal demands. Just one step away from completion.
I had to stop myself from feeling any sense of camaraderie. For such emotions could only get in the way. So much happened on the journey. Sutiara was at once cruel and kind, barbarous and gentle. These memories haunt me. I wish them gone, I do. For they tear away at my heart. My eyes met hers. She probably felt exactly the same as I did. Her memories live on. It is the only consolation there is on this cruel ordeal we faced together.
Fighting against you is so trying. Still, it will only take an instant to kill you. This led me to despise all the world had to offer. So I dreamt of drowning everything in its own blood. But then I met you. I should have never known at all. Who knew fighting with you would be so trying? Now, we must part. Do not pity me. Why did you help me? Does this not make it harder? I never needed your friendship.
Sortiara's memories and emotions came flooding through my right arm. Along with something dark and terrifying. The blight of true sacrifice. It feels like she is still somewhere inside there. Sortiara's bloodlust is now my own. I dread to think of what will become of me, body or mind. And so, I started this journal. My ill fate may not be far off. The signs have begun to manifest. But even now, my right arm tells me that she is still here, with all of her hatred, all of her sorrow, and a dash of hope. This sensation is all that comforts me in my loss of a true friend. Several days later, my admittance into Avalon was confirmed. Avalon coordinated sorcerers and their monster extermination. It was here that I met him, the man with eternal life.
Now we inaugurate the author's new life as a bona fide sorcerer. What travels now await you? You will see as more pages become available as Phantom Quests. Uh-oh! You're not ready to read the other pages. There are still a few pages that you need to read first.
Sortiara's soul dwells in my right arm. The soul speaks to me in a faint voice. I have decided to jot down what I can make out, so that it may serve as a record, so that someone, somewhere, can one day read of the sorceress Sortiara.
There is no denying that I was insane. It was triggered when I discovered the secret of my birth. Defiled as I was, I came to despise the world and envy all within it. What an abhorrent woman I became, detesting all the world offered. Selfishness led to self-loathing. Deep within me, I nurtured a hideous monstrosity known as bloodlust. When we first became partners, you too were a target of my hate. With your righteous. When you patted my back, with your righteous manner, you were everything I was not. Of course, I was terribly alone, living as I had for so long. I had never known a single friend until I met you. When you patted my back, that alone eased my suffering beyond measure. I felt happiness. If we had met under different circumstances, we could have been... No, that's unlike me. I allowed myself to imagine what could never be. And so I bear you no ill will. Although my life was spoiled by hatred, in my final moments, I felt what it means to be human. Thank you. However, I must apologize. My bloodlust has now passed into your right arm. Therein lies the terrible monstrosity reared deep within my soul. My first and final friend, I can only hope this foul horror will not beget your destruction. Until my dying breath, I prayed for only that.
What do you imagine our dear author thought of Sortiara's final words? The bloodlust inherited from Sortiara is a unique force indeed. With its power, our humble protagonist will influence the course of this very world. Go on and see how this grand tale unfolds.